Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had your Highness Prima smash that subscribe button, go and have her smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the following patrons: Nova, John Wick, Miguel, Michigan Wolverines, Marius, Let Our Actions Lead Others, Jack, Isaac, Gigi, Felipe, Daus Herrero, Claudia, Chevelle66, Big Bad 48, AI Vega, and Abuelita's Journey. If you haven't signed up for that Patreon, you are definitely missing out. Hit up that link in the description below. This episode right here, man, is gonna be: does distance make the heart grow fonder? Well, what do you mean, Hector? What do you mean by does distance make the heart grow fonder? Well, to a certain degree, right? We've all heard the terminology, amor de lejos es amor de pendejos, meaning, for my English-speaking people, that distance from afar is for fools, so to say, right? Ain't gonna work out. Long-distance relationships, right? People get bored, people get lonely, and it writes itself off, right? I was in the military, I traveled overseas. I did, in fact, much expected. I did, in fact, receive a Dear John letter while I was in basic training in Fort Benning, Georgia, when I was 17 years old. So, Hector, what's a Dear John letter? I'm glad you asked. A Dear John letter is when you're just minding your own damn business and you receive mail from a mail call, and it says, hey, you know what? It's me. It's not you. It's not going to work out, man. Peace, right? You get broken up through a letter, right? And I said it wasn't a surprise. There was a Puerto Rican drill sergeant in reception, right? Reception before we touch down in basic training. It's like an in-processing thing. And this dude's like, you guys got girlfriends? Not anymore. Ha. And we're like, the fuck? Like, this dude seriously was like laughing at all this. And I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. Yeah, ain't nobody exempt, right? Ain't nobody exempt. It was kind of like, we were 17, man. They were 17, right? Come on. So, yeah, your boy devastated, right? Used to get drunk in the barracks in Germany. Drunk call, hey, can I get back with you? The whole nine, right? It wasn't going to work out, right? Brawley, Germany, miles and miles apart, right? What about working in a prison, Hector? What about working for the California Department of Corrections? Well, from my experience, I did 16 years working for the department. I've been with my spouse, my wife, for 16 years. As a matter of fact, the day after I graduated the academy, we went on our first date. It was on in Kraken, right? No, not like that, on and cracking. I'm just saying it was love, right? It was on. You guys know what I'm saying, right? I was 22 years old. I was living in San Diego. I was working at Centinela. That's like 100 miles apart. 2-hour drive, hour and a half drive, hour 45 minutes. Third watch, pescadito. Third watch my whole 16 years, right? Did I make mistakes along the way? Yeah, absolutely. I'm never going to lie to you guys, right? Yeah, I made mistakes. Talking to people I shouldn't have been talking to. Getting involved with things I shouldn't be getting involved with, right? So when I speak and I speak on certain subjects and topics, it's because I have that experience, right? Every lesson I learned in life, I learned the hard way, right? By choice. So it becomes accountability and responsibility, right? Working third watch and working 100 miles away, the relationship was cool. Like that space was there, right? That space of me time, her time, being able to have individualism, but in a committed relationship as well, right? Like, and then I transferred to Donovan, right? Sergeant. Brand new probation again. At some point, I ended up on second watch, right? At some point, I can't remember when. I think that was a sign. I wasn't the visiting sergeant. I was actually the visiting lieutenant or acting lieutenant for a short period of time, and that was cool, right? Like the lieutenant visiting was cool. I'm drinking my coffee, leave me alone, right? I don't care if you think that girl's clothes is too tight. I'm over here drinking my coffee. I ain't even looking in that direction, right? I just didn't want to deal with anything, right? Anything. So second watch, yeah, yeah, lady, I can smell the marijuana. You have two choices. You can agree to an unclosed body search by a female staff member, or you can go home, lady. Oh, I'll go home. I'll go home. Good, get out of here. And I tell the officers, like, you see, we killed two birds with one stone, right? We didn't have to do no paperwork, and the dope didn't get inside. Oh, hey, you're right, LT. Man, damn, you should be the warden. I know. Right? So, get back to second watch. You, more time together, right? Together, arguments. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, man. Ain't nobody. You know, when Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston split up, it broke my damn heart, man. It truly did, right? Um, the movie The Notebook is good too. Just throwing that in there, right? Truly sad movie. So together, right? It's like, man, you would think that the second watch gig would be the get down, right? Hey, your second watch, you're at the prison, you're drinking coffee, right? You learn from all your bad habits, bad habits. You learn from all your past mistakes, Hector. You're doing it, man. You're doing it. So what's the problem? I don't know, right? I can't call it. This is just my experience. Then the COVID-19 pandemic hits, right? Like, oh man, wow, boy, did that hit everybody. Damn, that hit everybody, right? People, wow, we haven't even seen the full effects, right? We haven't seen the after effects, right? Of homeschooling the children on the computer, right? The isolation, the mental illness, the substance abuse. We have not seen the long-term effects of what transpired, right? The trauma, right? The people that passed away, the mandatory, the whole nine, right? I'm not going to get it all into that. But now people are forced to be isolated together, right? It's like at each other's throat, man. You guys watch Itchy and Scratchy on The Simpsons? I used to love The Simpsons, right? I still do. Itchy and Scratchy, right? So, my perception, my thought would always be like, hey, this is cool. Like, more time together. More time together, right? Let's do the damn thing. I don't know. Maybe experiences vary. I can't call it, right? But maybe somebody else can relate. Maybe somebody has experienced the same thing. I'm pretty sure. I mean, we're all kind of feel like we're all animals at our purest form, right? Down to the nitty gritty. If I had to be an animal, I'd be a lion for damn sure, right? A real one. So, what does the future hold? I don't know. I don't know, right? I left the department to benefit my family, right? I left the department to contribute, to be present, And if there's a lesson to be learned in this video, I guess expectations would be one. Distance makes the heart grow fonder would be number two, but not to the point where, hey, I can't see you, you can't see me, right? When the cat's away, the mouse will play, as they say. Now I'm rhyming, right? Not two timing, son of a bitch, right? So, two timing, son of a bitch. Anyway, that just came out. So, I can't call it. I can't call it. This is one of those things where everything will play out, right? But it's important that I keep a strong foundation, a strong bearing, strong discipline, strong focus. Feeding the good wolf, right? The good wolf versus the bad wolf, right? And for that, I'll end it with that message. The message of the story of the two wolves, right? There was a grandpa, telling his grandson, hey, grandson, let me tell you the story about these two wolves. Oh, go ahead, grandpa. One wolf is happy. One wolf is, responsible, helpful, right? Supportive, has integrity, right? Honor. And the other one has resentment, anger, frustration, right? Jealousy, envy, rage. And they're fighting each other. And the grandson says, well, which one wins, Granddad? He said, whichever one you feed. Keep pushing forward.